The loss of a job can be a stressful time for you and your family. Unemployment insurance is here to help and get you started on a path to re-employment. Unemployment insurance is a temporary assistance program funded by the employers of Iowa and run by Iowa Workforce Development. To be eligible to receive benefits, you must have become unemployed due to no fault of your own. You must have worked and earned a minimum amount of wages and work covered by unemployment insurance in the last 15 to 18 months. You must actively look for work and be able and available for work, meaning you could start work tomorrow if you're offered a job. We will explain important eligibility requirements in further detail later in this video. For a complete list of eligibility requirements, access the Unemployment Insurance Claimant Handbook you can find at workforce.iowa.gov. From the Unemployment tab, select Claimant Handbook and Resources from the menu, and then select Claimant Handbook under Common Links. You can apply for benefits online 7 days a week. But please note that the hours you can apply for benefits online on weekends may be different than weekdays. At the beginning of the application process and prior to receiving benefits, you will be required to verify your identity through ID.me. You can verify your identity through ID.me's self-service option, or with assistance from an ID.me video chat agent on your own smartphone, tablet, or laptop, or perform the ID.me identity verification in person at any IowaWORKS office or participating UPS store locations across the country. For detailed information about required identity verification, such as acceptable documents, to present to ID.me during the process, go to workforce.iowa.gov, click on the Unemployment tab, and select Identity Verification. After you apply for unemployment insurance, you are required to do a few specific activities every week in order to receive benefits. It's very important for you to begin these activities right away, as soon as you submit your application. That way, your benefit payment will not be delayed. For more information about your weekly requirements, visit our website and click on Unemployment in the menu, and then on Reemployment Process and Required Steps. An important part of unemployment insurance is to become reemployed by completing reemployment activities. That's why, to receive benefits, you are required to complete at least 4 reemployment activities each week, 3 of which must be job applications during the Sunday through Saturday time period. These activities must be logged in the agency's online service system, IowaWORKS, which shares the same name as the agency's workforce center buildings across the state. Remember, to prevent a delay in receiving your first payment if you are determined to be eligible, you must start completing your reemployment activities the same week you apply for benefits. Completing reemployment activities involves actively seeking work by applying for jobs with employers or engaging in activities that will make you a better candidate for employers. Some examples of approved reemployment activities are submitting applications and resumes, interviewing for jobs, attending a networking event or a job fair, attending any IowaWORKS workshops, or seeking staff help with improving your resume or getting job coaching at an IowaWORKS center. A key requirement to receiving benefits is filing your weekly claim. Weekly claims are filed online in the Unemployment Services System in IowaWORKS. In your weekly claim, you will answer whether you were able to work and available for work during the reporting week, whether you were receiving any pension payments, and whether you were attending school or training. You'll also record your job contacts and any reemployment activities for the reporting week, as well as report earnings and other forms of pay. Completion of your weekly claim is required before you can receive a payment for that week. If you fail to file a weekly claim, you will not be paid for that week, and you will be required to file a reopened or additional claim online in the Unemployment Services System in IowaWORKS in order to resume filing weekly claims. If you are required by the agency to search for work as a condition of your continued eligibility for unemployment insurance benefits, you must log and certify your reemployment activities each week. You may log your reemployment activities in IowaWORKS during the week, or log them prior to filing your weekly claim in the Unemployment Services System in IowaWORKS, or you may enter them all when filing your weekly claim online. When entering a job contact in the system, you will need the name of the employer, the address of record, the zip code, the city, and the state. These are required fields of employer information. If the employer has multiple locations, log the information specific to the location you are applying to work at. If you are uncertain of the location of the employer you are applying for, enter a corporate address or the address listed in the job posting. There are also required fields to enter the contact method: the job title of the person contacted, the contact's first name, the contact's last name, and the contact's phone number. You may also enter the contact's email address and the contacted employer's website. Other required fields include job title, job occupation, and other fields regarding the specifics of your application and your current status within the employer's application process. When entering a reemployment activity in Iowa Works, you must select the activity type, provide a description of the activity, and select the date the activity occurred or was completed. You also upload files into the system to further document you attended or completed the activity, and enter notes to explain what the image or document is that you uploaded. Every week, Iowa Workforce Development reviews claim information from claimants like you. You might be picked to participate in reemployment services, or your claim could be reviewed by our quality control team. Providing honest, detailed information in your weekly claim helps us confirm your ongoing eligibility for benefits and prevents benefit fraud. If the job contacts or reemployment activities are determined to be inaccurate or fraudulent, this could result in an overpayment of benefits, a 15% penalty, denial of future benefits by administrative penalty, interception of state and federal tax refunds, wage garnishments and liens, and criminal prosecution, fines, and even imprisonment. While searching for a job, you may have an opportunity to work part-time or temporarily. This helps to keep your skills current, and you may still be eligible for part of your benefit payment. If you do any work while receiving benefits, you must report it when filing your weekly claim. This includes part-time work, tips, commissions, or paid training. You must report the money you earned for the previous Sunday through Saturday period, even if you have not yet been paid for it. The earnings you report may be verified with your employer. If you believe you are self-employed or an independent contractor and you are unsure if you should be reporting wages, please contact Iowa Workforce Development. Please note, you must report your gross earnings, not take-home pay. Gross earnings are how much money you earned for that week's work before taxes and other deductions are taken out. Here's an example of gross earnings. You work part-time during a week while still receiving unemployment benefits, and your part-time job pays $10 an hour. You worked 5 hours on Wednesday, 5 hours on Thursday, and 5 hours on Friday. When you file your weekly claim, you should report 15 hours worked at the $10 per hour rate, equaling $150 gross earnings, even if you have not yet been paid and will take home less after taxes. Remember, failure to comply with any one of your requirements in full can result in stopping your benefit payments, and you may have to pay money back. If you report information that you know is not true or leave out information in order to receive benefits, this is fraud. It's a crime, and you will be required to pay back the benefits you received. Plus, you can be charged penalties. You will be disqualified from receiving benefits until all fraudulent payments and related penalties are paid back in full. Your tax refunds and lottery winnings can be withheld to pay off your benefit debt. There may be an additional penalty that could impact your eligibility for future benefits, and you may be charged with a crime. Fraud is serious. It's in everyone's interest, especially yours, to be accurate and honest when completing your weekly claim. If you have any questions on how to report information accurately, or you have made a mistake on a weekly claim, contact our customer service team at 866-239-0843. Let's work together to get it right. Helpful information can be found online at workforce.iowa.gov. We want you to succeed. Keep in mind, most people are able to do their reemployment activities and keep records, report any earnings, be able and available for work, and file their weekly claim on time. They fulfill their requirements and they get their benefits each week. If something comes up or you have any questions, we'd be glad to help. When receiving unemployment benefits, your primary obligation is to find a job. Let us help you. Check out the many free services available at IowaWORKS.gov by clicking on Find a Job. You can also visit one of our many Iowa Works centers located statewide for personal one-on-one help. We're a great resource. Remember, each week, do your work search and reemployment activities certify your job contacts and reemployment activities, report any earnings, be able and available for work, and file your weekly claim on time. Iowa Workforce Development and Iowa Works are at your side, helping to strengthen our communities and develop our workforce. Opportunity lives here.